Actually, this is a full functional and field exercise. It has a field component that's located here at Irvine Ranch Water District, which is a simulated collision between a chlorine truck and a diesel fuel delivery truck. There's a HAZMAT operations spot set up down the creek bed where the HAZMAT teams are operating out of. Basically what we're doing here is the results of about 7 months worth of cooperative effort between the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, the California Office of Emergency Services, the Orange County Fire Department, Orange County agencies, and the City of Irvine and the Irvine Ranch Water District. We just have recently rewritten our hazardous materials emergency response area plan, which is required under SARA Title III. And in order to try to validate and confirm that our plan was accurate, we decided to have a functional field hazardous materials exercise.
At 8:40, the first emergency responders will arrive. That will be the fire department. At 9 o'clock,
with over 100 onlookers, including members of CARE, the Community Awareness and Emergency Response Group, and members of the local press, the exercise is finally about to begin. In a freak accident, a chlorine truck transferring 3,800 gallons of liquefied gas is hit by an out-of-control diesel fuel tanker. The force of the collision severs one of the hoses used in the chlorine transfer, resulting in a release of product which generates a lethal chlorine cloud. Fuel from the diesel tanker pours onto the pavement and flows into a nearby collection sump, where it then continues into adjacent San Diego Creek. In all, 3 men lie injured and incapacitated. Upon receiving the call, the first of the day's 5 entry teams arrives on the scene. Each team has been given a specific objective, and because of the nature of HAZMAT operations, each has a limited amount of time in which to reach that objective. As any responder can tell you, these exercises are not fun and games.
This is a real good opportunity for us to get together with all these different agencies and see how we function together. We do an entry that can last up to 20 or 30 minutes maximum. We have 1 hour's worth of air, but in actual use with the safety margin, that would be about a 20-minute entry. And when you're doing a lot of work in one of those suits, it's really cumbersome, it's difficult to see, you're looking through 2 face shields. It is really exhausting, and you become tired quickly.
Throughout the day, over 20 agencies will have had some role to play in the exercise. With each new entry, a simulated decon is performed. Responders' medical conditions are closely monitored, and the next team is thoroughly briefed just as it would happen in a real emergency. Technicians are even in place downstream on San Diego Creek, where the simulated fuel spill would have been contained and skimmed from the water surface. Each phase of this exercise was carefully thought out to provide a realistic scenario for training at all levels. Results of Operation Inland Response will be documented and shared between the various local, state, and federal agencies. The goal of this and other similar exercises is to constantly challenge the emergency responder to ensure that should the time come, they are ready to face any emergency.